All right, ladies and gentlemen, since we have the quest tomorrow, we're going to go over about 10 problems, and then I'm going to give you a packet to do to practice those problems. Okay? So I'm going to do these 10 problems up on the board with you guys, and then we're going to go through and you're going to work on your packet. Does anybody have a question about this? Feel pretty comfortable? You guys remember when you're studying for a quest, a test, a quiz, make sure that, the homework that I give you is almost always a review, and you write down those review problems on a separate sheet of paper and try them over and over again. They're very, very similar to your test or quiz. Miss Parmalee, could you make some copies in the regular algebra book of the homework for the next 2 days? A regular algebra book is in the bottom drawer to the right in my desk. Thank you. Okay, so if we look at number 1, we've got 10x where x equals 5. So that's just where we're going to replace that x with a 5. And then what's 10 times 5? 50. Good. Okay, now number 2 can be tricky. Is that 1/2 times 2, or is that 1/2 times 1/2? 1/2 times 1/2, be careful of that. 1/2 times 1/2 is 1/4. Got questions so far about those two? Okay, let's bring up number 3. Okay, we've got 15 Celsius, and we want to transfer that to Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit equals 9/5 times the quantity of Celsius plus 32. So all you're going to do is you're going to replace what with 15? What are we going to take out and put 15 in? Yep. You know, Scott? Stretching. We're going to take out C. So we're going to take 9/5 and put 15 plus 32. So then this might be where you want your handy-dandy calculator. Take your calculator. You put 15 plus 32. Okay, and then you would times that by 9. Press the equal sign, and then divide that by 5. You're going to get 84.6 degrees Fahrenheit. So if somebody tells you it's 15 degrees Celsius, you know that's actually quite warm. Sweet. Oh, man. To restore. I love my computer. I do. This might all disappear. Come on. why won't you do what I ask you to do? There we go. Here we are. Okay, so we're going to look at number 4. We've got 2 times the quantity of 3 plus 2 plus 1 squared. So we've got to do the inside parentheses first. 2 plus 1 gives us 3, so we've got 3 plus 3, and that's squared times 2. 3 squared is 9, plus 3 times 2. 3 plus 2 is, 3 plus 9 is 12, and 12 times 2 gives us 24. All right, now this is really, really long. You don't need all of this. All you need is the part that's underlined. If you write down the part that's underlined, you're fine. But I'm going to read it to you. A rectangle box is created by cutting out squares of equal length x from a piece of cardboard 10 inches by 5 inches and folding up the sides. The volume of the box is given by V equals x times 10 minus 2x times 5 minus 2x. We're going to find the volume when x equals 2 inches. Okay? So I know there's a lot here, but the only part you have to copy down is the part that's underlined, so I'm just going to move it up. Okay? So all we're going to do is instead of an x, we're going to write 2. So 2 times 10 minus 2 times 2 in parentheses, 5 minus 2 times 2 in parentheses. So I know it's a long, complicated looking problem, but it really isn't. All you're doing is replacing x with 2. And then you can just put that in your calculator as long as you put those parentheses in the exact same spot. And you should get 12 inches cubed. So it seems complicated, but all you're doing really is plugging in 2 for x. Okay, I'm going to move this up. The product of 3 and the quantity of 2 more than a number x is at least 10. Do we remember what quantity means? Parentheses. So we've got the product. Product means multiplication. So we've got 3 times parentheses, 2 more than a number, so we've got a number plus 2, is at least, so it's greater than or equal to 10. I promise you one just like this will be on your quest tomorrow. So quantity is an important word to know. All right, we're looking at x over 4 plus 13 equals 16, semicolon 12. All that means is you're going to prove if 12 is a solution or not. So we plug in 12 for x. So I go 4 goes into 12 3 times. 3 plus 13 equals 16. Yep, 16 equals 16. So we can say that it is a solution. Do you get how that works? If you see a semicolon, you're going to take what's after the semicolon and plug it in for that number. Am I going too fast?
Yes.
I'm going to move it up. What is the rule for this function? 1 goes to 3, 2 goes to 6, yes? 3x. Y equals 3x. 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 4 times 3 is 12. That works. graph this problem, but I think our first step should probably be to make a what? What's the easiest way to graph? Make a table. Domain is the same as what letter? X or Y? X. So I've got 2, 4, 6, 8. Alright, half of 2 is 1. 1 plus 1 gives me 2. Half of 4 is 2. 2 plus 1 gives me 3. Half of 6 is 3. 3 plus 1 gives me 4. And then half of 8 is 4. 4 plus 1 gives me 5. Okay, so not too bad. And then we're going to graph it. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at 2, we're at 2. At 4, we're at 3. 6, we're at 4. And at 8, we're at 5. Alright, one more. If I give you a graph, can you tell me the rule? For this graph, at 1 we're at 2, at 2 we're at 4, and at 3 we're at 6. What's the rule? Yeah? Y equals 2x. 2 times 1 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, and 2 times 3 is